Warm greetings to the gentlemen and ladies sitting over there and watching this video. This is Deepika, happily welcoming you all to Pritya Classroom. So today we are about to continue with the surds and indices topic, and probably this is the last video, don't worry. Okay, so 16 to the power 3 by 2 plus 16 to the power minus 3 by 2. So this is the very first problem. Okay, so now how we are going to solve this? As we have discussed in the second part, whenever you have a fraction in the power, denominator is the hidden hint provided to us. So when you look at the denominator of this power fraction, you have 2, right? So what you're supposed to do? Good, you all remember that, right? So whenever you have something in the denominator, you need to try to express the number as something to the power 2, right? So can you express 16 as something to the power 2? Yes, of course, because 16 is a 4 square. So you can write 4 square to the power 3 over 2 plus 4 square to the power minus 3 by 2. Okay, and in the next step, what we're going to do, we have inner power, outer power. So you have to multiply them. Good. So 2 multiplied by 3 over 2 plus 4 2 multiplied by minus 3 over 2. And 2 gets cancelled, and in the next step you will have only 3 in the power. So 4 cube plus 4 to the power minus 3. So whenever you have a negative power, you need to make it positive by writing the reciprocal of the number. So 4 cube will remain as such because it already has a positive power, but this second one has a negative power minus 3. What you can do, just write the reciprocal of the number. Reciprocal of 4 is 1 over 4, and now minus 3 becomes plus 3 because you have already written the inverse of the number, reciprocal of the number. So what you will get is 64 plus 1 divided by 64. So most of the time this will be the option provided to you if you are attending some competitive exam. So this will be this term will be in the expression, or this term will be in the expression, but in the very rare case you may have to take LCM and you need to simplify it, and finally you will get 4097 divided by 64. Okay, so let's move on for the second question. So in the second question, we are going to see an easy question only, but we haven't seen this kind of problem yet. 1 over 5 to the power 3y, which is equal to 0.08. So whenever you have something like in decimal numbers, what you have to do, you have to express in a fraction format. Since we have 3 decimal places, I am putting 3 zeros in the denominator. Okay, so now there is one more hint given here. On the LHS we have some number to the power 3y, right? So which means we have to write RHS to the power some multiple of 3. It may be 3, or it may be 6, or it may be 9, something which is a multiple of 3. So first let's try with the least multiple, that is 3. We'll try to express the numbers inside as something to the power 3. Can you express 8 as something to the power 3? Yes, we could write 2. Can you express 1000 as something to the power 3? Yes, it's very easy, it is 10 cube. So now when you look at these numerator and denominator, they can be simplified as 1 divided by 5 the whole cube. And now try to equate RHS and LHS. You have same base but different powers, which means, see, whenever we say the two terms are equal with same base and different powers, then for sure the powers will also be equal. So 3y is equal to 3, y is equal to 3 divided by 3, which is equal to 1. So y is equal to 1. This is the question. No, this is what we are supposed to find in this problem. Okay, so let's move on for the next question. Okay, 6 2 divided by 3 multiplied by cube root of 6 to the power 7 divided by cube root of 6 to the power 6. So first let's try to express this cube root of say for example, if it is cube root of 6 power 7, you can write 6 power 7 to the power 1 over 3. So cube root is nothing but something to the power 1 over 3, right? So that is how you're going to express here. And if you look at the denominator, we have cube root of 6 to the power 6, which can be written as 6 to the power 6 to the power 1 over 3. Okay, so we are going to implement this right now. So you will have 6 to the power 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 6 to the power 7. So 7 to the power 1 by 3. So we have inner power, outer power. What you want to do? Multiply. Good. So 7 multiplied by 1 by 3 is 7 by 3. And in the denominator, we have 6 multiplied by 1 by 3. So you have 6 by 3. Okay. So, and in the next step, what you can do, see, same base, different powers. So you need to add the powers. So 2 by 3 plus 7 by 3. And in the denominator, if you look, 6 by 3. So 1 times and 2 times. So you will have 6 square. So you have here 6. 2 plus 7 is 9 by 3 divided by 6 square. So you can cancel this. You will get 3. So you have 6 cube in the numerator and 6 square in the denominator. And we all know very well the final answer will be 6. Even if you do not know, we have an identity to do that, right? So instead of 3 and 2, if you have two big numbers like 21 and 31, even then you don't want to worry about, like you can just find them using this identity, a to the power m divided by a to the power n. Whenever you have same base but different power, if they are in division, you are supposed to subtract them. Okay, whenever you have same base, different powers in multiplication, you are going to add up the powers. Okay, so now you will get 6 to the power 3 minus 2 and the final answer will be 6 to the power 1, 6. Okay, the simplified version of given expression is 6. Good. So let's see the no, we have two more questions. Okay, last two questions. Okay, let's see the second last question. 2 to the power 1 divided by 4 minus 1, and I really need your attention to solve this problem. It is like little complicated. 2 to the power 3 by 4 plus 2 to the power 1 divided by 2 plus 2 to the power 1 divided by 4 and plus 1. So this is the problem given to us, and whenever you have these kind of problems, try to express all the powers with same denominator. Like in all the powers we have a denominator as 4 4 4, but except this one, right? So we are going to change that as well. We're going to change denominator as 4 here as well. So if you want to make denominator as 4, basically you need to multiply 2 both in numerator and denominator. So you will get 2 by 4 is an equivalent fraction of 1 by 2, right? Okay, so next term is 2 to the power 1 divided by 4 plus 1. So now see, basically I feel very lazy to type 2 to the power 1 divided by 4, so I'm going to assume a variable x, and I'm going to assume the value of x is 2 to the power 1 divided by 4. And now let's see what happens after substitution. X minus 1. So this is like 3 by 4 can be written as 3 times 1 by 4, right? So you can write 2 1 by 4 whole cube, as well as you can write 2 cube whole power 1 by 4. So I'm just taking this. Why? Because I'm assuming this particular term, I'm getting this particular term inside. So basically you can write this as x cube, right? So I have assumed x as 2 to the power 1 by 4, and I am replacing this inner term as x, and the outer power I am keeping as such, so x cube. So similarly we can write this as x square, very good, and we can write this as x plus 1. Okay, so now we are going to do that grouping process that we usually do for factorization. Okay, in the first two terms x square is common, so I am taking it out. So I will have x plus 1 plus x plus 1. And if you look here, we have x plus 1 and x plus 1 as common, so I'm going to take that out. So x minus 1 into x plus 1. When I take x plus 1 out, I will have remaining terms as x square plus, so I have taken this as well outside, right? So I'll have nothing, 1 as remaining. Okay, I have no other variables or numbers left, I'll have only 1. Okay, so now I have got this number, and again if you see, this is of the form a minus b into a plus b. So and when I write, when I apply it, I'll get a square minus b square and x square plus 1. And when you look at this, this is like a minus b into a plus b. So a minus b into a plus b is Okay, let me write down that identity. Some of you may get confused, so I'll write it. A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So this is a and this is b, right? So, and when we simplify, we'll get a square, which is x square the whole square, minus b square, which is 1 square, which is 1. Okay, so you will get x to the power 4 minus 1. So we have x to the power 4 minus 1, and let's substitute the value now. Value of x is 2 to the power 1 divided by 4. That is how we have assumed earlier, right? And now see here, we have inner power and outer power, and when you multiply them, 4 and 4 will get cancelled, and you will have 2 minus 1, which is 1. So can you see, 1 is a simplified version of the given expression, but it took very long process to find that, right? Okay, so if you have any doubts here in this problem, you can just ask me in the comment box. I'm more than happy to help you out. Okay, so the last problem of this particular topic. Okay, so the last kind of problem that you may expect out of this topic is, you will get fourth root of 3, square root of 2, and cube root of 4. So you have four different roots here, and you need to tell which is largest among them. So whenever you have these kind of problems, what you have to do, you just take the numbers. What is the number here? Okay, so let's try to express them as 6 to the power 1 over 4, comma 2 to the power 1 over 2, comma 4 to the power 1 over 3. So you have three different powers, like 4, 2, 3. These are the three different denominators. So now you need to find the LCM of this. LCM of 4, 2 and 3 is 12. Alright. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to convert all the powers denominator as 12, so that I can compare them easily. So now I write 6 to the power 1 over 4. I have 1 over 4. If I want to convert this denominator to 12, I need to multiply both numerator and denominator with 3. So I will get 3 by 12. So 3 by 12 is the equivalent fraction of 1 over 4. And the next term, it is 1 by 2. When I want to convert this, I need to multiply it with 6. So I'll get 6 divided by 12, comma, the next term is 1 over 3, and the same, when I want to do it, I need to multiply it with 4. So I am multiplying, after multiplying, I am getting 4 by 12. So 4 by 12, 3 by 12, 6 by 12. So now, the comparison is made very, very easy. Why? Because you have something same, right? So we have one more step to complete this. So now what we are going to do, we are going to keep all the powers inside other than 1 by 12. Okay, like this. So you can write 3 1 by 12 as 3 into 1 by 12. I am taking 3 outside, 1 by 12 outside. Okay, so similarly I can write 2 to the power 6 into 1 by 12. Similarly I can write 4 to the power 4 into 1 by 12. So now, at this point in time, you would have got the idea how we are going to compare. See here, we have all the powers as 1 by 12. So it's very simple. You need to calculate what is 6 cube. So let's do that. So we have 6 cube to the power 1 by 12, 2 to the power 6 to the power 1 by 12, one more term, which is 4 to the power 4 to the power 1 by 12. So now what you can do, 6 cube is nothing but 216. 2 to the power 6 is nothing but 64. 4 to the power 4 means 4, okay, 16 into 16, 256. So you have three different terms here, but number is different, power is same. So when you want to find which is largest, it's very easy. The number which is bigger is the biggest term, right? So this is the biggest number. So 4 to the power, so this is basically 4 to the power 4 by, sorry, it is 4 to the power 1 over 3, I guess. Yes, cube root of 4. So cube root of 4 is the largest among the given expression. Okay. Okay, so with this, I'm just ending this topic. Okay, so of course, I have some exercise problems, but the exercise problems, whatever I'm giving, is not at all enough. You need to put in your hands and you need to exercise more, and only then, you will get an idea how to solve which kind of problems. Like each and every kind of problems has some different strategy to solve, right? So you can get well versed and you can train yourself. When you solve more and more problems, you will find immense amount of problems in internet. You can just go and find, and you put in your time and work hard, set timer always. So this is going to help you out. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to give you some problems as well. A divided by 5 to the power x minus 1 equal to b divided by 5, sorry, b divided by a to the power x minus 3. So this is first problem. And the second problem, 243 to the power 0.13 multiplied by 243 to the power 0.07 divided by 7 to the power 0.25 multiplied by 49 to the power 0.075 multiplied by 343 to the power 0.2. Okay, so if you look at all the terms, they are nothing but 7 is 7 to the power 1. 7 means 7 only. 49 is 7 square, and 243 is nothing but, okay, this is 243. 7 cube, right? So with this hint, try to solve this problem. And okay, one more question. If 9 divided by 4 to the power x multiplied by 8 divided by 27 to the power x minus 1 is equal to 2 by 3, then find the value of x. So these are the three exercise problems. And okay, so for this exercise alone, I'm going to give you the solution as well. Here you will get the value of x as 2. You have to work out and try to figure out you're getting the same value or not. Here the final answer will be 3 over 7, and here the value of x will be 4. Okay, so these are the three exercise problems that I'm giving you. If you could do all the three exercises without doing any error, then pakka you understood all the basic concepts. Now it's time to work on more problems to get to get practiced. And practice makes a man perfect, and this is suitable for certain indices. Why? Because you have variety of problems under this topic. So I tried my best to cover all kind of problems that we could expect. Okay, bye bye, thanks for watching this video. And if you feel I have done something good for you, consider subscribing the channel and share to the one in need of it. Thanks for watching this video. Bye bye.